Hi there, welcome back to another ESO guide. In this video we'll be talking about skill points, how to get 18 easy skill points quickly in ESO. So the quickest way I've found is these public dungeons, and every zone for the base game has a public dungeon that has a boss. If you kill a boss, you get a skill point. Pretty easy. So I'm in Dishan here, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Forgotten Crypts. I'm doing this because I'm finishing up a character, my Stam Nightblade PvP build, and I'm just short on tons of skill points, right? If all you've been doing is leveling, trying to get to 50 quickly, you're going to be short quite a few skill points. When you're just starting off, skill points is not a big deal, but you can see like in these class skill lines, there's lots of passives that I need to get still, and those just cost a lot of skill points. So every time I level up a new character, I'll go through and do this. There's basically 14 public dungeons that you can hit pretty quickly, and each one has a skill point. Just before I grab this one, a couple of things that you'll want is you'll probably want some kind of speed buff so that when you're traveling around, it'll, be quicker. And then I found, especially on a new character, if I have a guild, it's just much easier to hop around between zones. So the way I got here was I went to my guild roster, and then I just looked for somebody in Dishan, traveled a player, and then I just got on my mount, hit rapids, and it took me about a minute or two to get to this zone. Okay, so imagine that process, couple minutes for each zone, and then once you get in the dungeon, it's pretty quick to find these bosses. In the description, I'll go ahead and link some maps that I use, because if you're going to a new dungeon, you won't necessarily know where to find the dungeon inside the zone, right? This guy's down here. I've done this on quite a few characters, so there's some public dungeons that I just have memorized. I know where they're at and how to find the boss. So he's in here somewhere, and I think I have to kill all these little beetle dudes before he shows up. There's a group here. These guys. Sorry, dudes. I need my skill points. Okay, has he shown up yet? Nope, he's not mad enough. I've noticed a lot of these skill point bosses kind of have the same mechanic where they have all these little underlings and you have to kill them off. And then once you do, they're like, oh no, you killed my friends, now I'm gonna try to get you. So I think after this group, I'll get the boss to spawn. Here we go. So as far as when you want to do this, you need some healing, obviously, a few damage skills, so I wouldn't recommend it right away. And you don't really need a lot of skill points until you get to like level 30 and above. So about level 30 you can probably start doing this. And there we go. Gained 1 skill point. And you'll get an achievement. It's a group event, but we can just do it solo. Yeah. So that's it. That's the skill point for the public dungeon of Deshawn. And then what I would just do is I'd hop back into my guild roster, try to get a port to another zone that I haven't done yet. I think I'm gonna do, I need to do some of these ones actually, like the Rift and eSmart, so I'll probably go there next. The only one that I haven't had much luck in is Alakir. There's a public dungeon right about here, and you actually need like a second person. I think there's like a quest trigger where you need to like step on some stones or something, and it doesn't work out solo unless you can find somebody that's already in there attempting it. So that's why I say 14 instead of 15 zones. And then the other thing that you want to do before you leave is just run around here real quick and pick up a sky shard. There's usually one in each. I think this one is about here, so I'll start running up there and get it. Make sure you grab the sky shard too, because by the time you do 14 of these, that's like a little bit more than 4 skill points just for the sky shards as well. So good luck grabbing your skill points. Hope you learned something in the video, and have a good day. Thanks.